Golden Bachelor Mel Owens and his winner planning TV wedding. November 6, 2025. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, Bachelor Nation News fans. Bachelor Nation fans love happy endings after drama-filled seasons on the ABC dating franchise. After the last Golden Wedding ended in divorce, there was speculation that the senior spinoff was done, but the network brought it back for a second season with lead Mel Owens. He is reportedly planning a TV wedding with his winner. Keep reading for all the details. Producers changed tune on Golden Bachelor star after calling him difficult. Mel Owens made a terrible first impression with Bachelor Nation fans. He went on a podcast shortly after he was announced as the lead with shocking demands for his contestants. He said that he was only interested in dating women between the ages of 45 and 60, which is not the demographic for the Golden Bachelor. Secondly, he insisted that the women should be fit and athletic to mesh with his lifestyle as a former pro athlete. He did not expect the backlash for his comments. Many fans vowed to boycott his season, and the ratings reflected that. However, after initially labeling Mel as difficult, sources close to the show changed their tune on Mel Owens. An insider spilled to the U.S. Sun how the former NFL linebacker redeemed himself. He was more difficult in the beginning, which is why everyone had doubts. But he really did allow himself to be vulnerable to the process, the source said. The insider added, XX were terrified he wouldn't get down on one knee, and convinced throughout most of the season it was looking like he wouldn't. According to multiple reports, Mel Owens proposes to one of his two finalists in next week's season finale. The happy couple is reportedly planning a TV wedding. Warning, this article has spoilers for the Golden Bachelor season finale. Stop reading now if you don't want to know. Mel Owens and his winner planning TV wedding. Peg Munson and Cindy Cullors are the last two women on Season 2 of The Golden Bachelor. In this week's episode, Cindy pressed Mel for answers on how he feels about her, but his response was left to be answered during next week's season finale. Blogger Reality Steve already spoiled the winner. Peg Munson, the former firefighter from Las Vegas, Nevada, gets Mel's final rose and an engagement ring. The source revealed to The Sun that ABC is planning another golden wedding, but with major changes. The insider said that Jerry Turner and Teresa Nist had very little input on their wedding. The network learned a lot with the Jerry wedding, the source said. They are going to allow Mel to have more control over the ceremony and make it more of a personal touch. They want to make it his day and Peg's day. Jerry Turner and Teresa Nist fight over their failed marriage. Jerry Turner and Teresa Nist's marriage was over 4 months after it began. He recently released a tell-all memoir that revealed intimate details about their short-lived union. After the book release, Jerry's ex-wife shared her side of the story in the bitter divorce. One issue was that she didn't want to leave her home in Shrewsbury, New Jersey. The former couple continued to bicker in the media about what really happened. Tell us in the comments if you think it's a good idea for Mel Owens and his winner to have a TV wedding, or if they should marry in private. The lights of the television studio shimmered like a dream as the credits rolled over the latest episode of The Golden Bachelor. Across the nation, millions of viewers had been captivated by the charismatic Mel Owens, whose charm, wit, and vulnerability had transformed him from a beloved former football star into the ultimate romantic heartthrob. But it wasn't the roses or the drama that had people talking. It was the final rose, the one moment that would forever change Mel's life and the life of the woman who held his heart, Cindy Lancaster. Her name had dominated social media for weeks, trending every day since the finale aired. The mysterious final rose ceremony had been unforgettable, a whirlwind of laughter, tears, and confessions that left even the most stoic of viewers reaching for tissues. Mel had chosen Cindy, a woman whose warmth and fierce determination had set her apart from the rest. But what had followed after the cameras stopped rolling was an even bigger headline. The couple had decided to make their love story a public spectacle in the most dazzling way possible. A televised wedding, set to be the pinnacle of romance in primetime television history. It had been a balmy evening in Miami when Mel Owens got down on one knee, ring in hand, on the deck of a private yacht. The city skyline glistened in the background, but all that mattered was Cindy. Her eyes sparkled with shock and delight as he whispered words that would become an instant internet sensation. "Cindy, will you marry me in front of the world?" It wasn't just the proposal itself that made headlines. It was Mel's playful addition that they would share every detail with their fans, documenting the journey of planning a wedding that could rival even the most extravagant Hollywood ceremonies. The response was instantaneous. Social media erupted. Memes, GIFs, and trending hashtags flooded every platform. Hashtag Mel and Cindy, hashtag Golden Bachelor Wedding, hashtag Mel gets the rose and the ring. Fans weren't just excited, they were obsessed. The weeks that followed were a whirlwind of planning, consultations, and decisions that seemed larger than life. Mel and Cindy had opted to partner with a major network to broadcast the entire wedding planning process as a reality miniseries. From dress fittings to cake tastings, nothing was too small and nothing too private. The first episode, From Roses to Rings, premiered to record-breaking ratings. Viewers watched as Cindy tried on gown after gown, each more stunning than the last, while Mel offered commentary that ranged from heartwarming to hilariously clueless. "Do I really need to know what a bustle is?" he asked, squinting at a satin train that seemed to have its own gravitational pull. Cindy laughed, rolling her eyes affectionately. "Yes, Mel, and yes, you will learn it because you're carrying me down the aisle, remember?" Fans adored the dynamic between the two. Mel's goofy charm, combined with Cindy's elegance and intelligence, made for a perfect television pairing. But the show wasn't just about humor. It was about the genuine connection that had blossomed between them. Planning a televised wedding came with unique challenges. Every celebrity, former contestant, and even fans who had won online contests wanted a seat at the table, or at least a cameo on camera. Negotiating the guest list became a spectacle in itself. "I know Aunt Margie wants to bring her accordion again," Cindy groaned, "but Mel, we can't have polka music during our first dance." Mel shrugged, a grin on his face. "Then it's settled. Accordion solo, but after the bouquet toss." The producers loved the humor, and viewers ate it up. Social media polls were introduced to let fans vote on aspects of the wedding, from flower arrangements to dessert choices. Cindy's dress silhouette won overwhelmingly, while Mel's idea of an ice cream bar at the reception caused playful uproar. Not everything was smooth sailing. While the cameras captured laughter, romance, and Instagram-perfect moments, behind the scenes there were logistical nightmares. Vendors were late, floral arrangements were destroyed in a minor storm, and a mix-up with the cake flavors almost led to a near disaster on live TV. "We can't have chocolate in the middle when I'm allergic," Cindy exclaimed, panic in her voice. "Relax," Mel replied, placing a reassuring hand on her shoulder. "We've survived roses, heartbreak, and 15 other contestants. We can survive this too." It was these moments, unpolished, real, and sometimes chaotic, that endeared the couple even more to their audience. They weren't just television personalities. They were real people navigating real challenges. The dress reveal was nothing short of cinematic. Cindy stepped onto the set of the miniseries, surrounded by mirrors, cameras, and an army of stylists, her heart pounding with anticipation. The gown was a masterpiece, a delicate cascade of ivory lace, hand-embroidered with tiny golden roses that shimmered under the studio lights. The moment she spun and the camera captured every angle, the studio audience gasped. Mel, watching from behind a velvet rope, had tears in his eyes. He was used to grand gestures on television, but nothing prepared him for this moment. You look perfect," he whispered, choking back emotion. Cindy laughed softly, tugging his hand. "And you look like you're going to cry." "I might," Mel admitted, "but only because I can't believe this is real." Producers encouraged the emotional reaction for the cameras, but even they admitted that some moments were too raw to script. Fans watching from home flooded social media with heart emojis and comments declaring it the most beautiful Golden Bachelor reveal ever. With a televised wedding, there was always the risk of overshadowing the couple with high-profile guest appearances. The producers were determined to make it exciting, so invitations went out to past contestants, reality TV stars, and a few surprise celebrities. Mel's close friend, a famous football commentator, was first to arrive, causing a flurry of paparazzi snaps. Then came a surprise guest, the singer of a hit romantic ballad who would perform live at the ceremony. The news went viral, and hashtags like hashtag Mel sings with Mel and hashtag Golden Wedding soared to trending status. Even fans who couldn't attend were included. Through interactive segments, they could vote on flower colors, reception music, and even snippets of the couple's vows. It was reality TV meets fantasy wedding, a combination that had never been done on this scale before. The rehearsal was unsurprisingly a spectacle. Mel, nervous and fumbling with choreography for the first dance, collided with the flower girl on more than one occasion. Cindy tried to stifle her laughter while keeping the rehearsals on track. "Mel, step to your left, not onto my dress," Cindy scolded gently, though the smile never left her face. The officiant, a celebrity judge from another reality series, tried to maintain decorum, but even he cracked under the laughter. Cameras captured every misstep, turning the rehearsal into a viral episode in itself. Mel's best man, a former contestant who had narrowly lost to Cindy in the finale, joked throughout, teasing, "I'll be expecting my own spin-off after this." Even minor disasters became entertainment gold. A pet dog meant to carry the rings ran off mid-rehearsal, only to return with the rings hidden in the bouquet. Fans online couldn't stop laughing, creating memes and parody videos in minutes. The night before the wedding, the couple hosted a rehearsal dinner broadcast live. Family, friends, and select fans tuned in to witness heartfelt speeches and quiet moments between Mel and Cindy. Mel took the microphone first. His voice trembled slightly as he addressed his soon-to-be bride. "Cindy, when I first met you, I thought I was ready for love, but I didn't know how extraordinary it could feel until I met you. You make me laugh, you challenge me, and you inspire me every day. I can't wait to call you my wife." Tears glistened in Cindy's eyes as she responded, "Mel, I never thought I'd find someone who sees me for exactly who I am. Thank you for choosing me, not just for the cameras, but for life. I love you." The cameras captured every moment, the laughter, the tears, the shared glances, and social media went wild. Fans declared it the most authentic moment in reality TV history, praising the couple for balancing spectacle with genuine emotion. The day of the wedding dawned with perfect weather, a soft golden sunrise that seemed scripted by fate. Cameras lined the aisle, but amidst the fanfare, Mel and Cindy had private moments, a quiet coffee, a shared laugh, a deep breath together, before stepping into the limelight. Cindy's gown glimmered under the sunlight as she walked down the aisle, escorted by her father. Mel's expression was a mixture of awe and disbelief, as if he still couldn't comprehend the fact that this day was really happening. The vows were heartfelt yet playful, each acknowledging the journey that had brought them to this moment. "From the first rose to the final rose, you've shown me what love really is," Mel said. Cindy replied, "And from the first awkward joke to our crazy wedding planning, you've made life brighter, funnier, and infinitely happier." A live performance of the romantic ballad followed, sending the audience into tears. Confetti cannons and golden streamers marked the couple's first kiss as husband and wife, broadcast to millions across the globe. Was nothing short of legendary. The venue, a sprawling estate overlooking the ocean, was transformed into a fairy tale wonderland. Golden roses adorned every table, crystal chandeliers sparkled under the evening sky, and a dance floor glowed with soft LED lights that change color with the music. Guests arrived in dazzling ensembles, each vying for a glimpse of the stars on this once-in-a-lifetime televised wedding. Former Golden Bachelor contestants mingled with celebrities, social media influencers, and a select number of lucky fans who had won exclusive tickets. Cameras were everywhere, yet somehow Mel and Cindy managed to make each other feel like the only two people in the world. The first dance was magical. Choreographed to perfection, after weeks of rehearsals, laughter, and a few missteps, Mel and Cindy glided across the floor to the live performance of their favorite romantic ballad. Viewers at home held their breath as the cameras captured every intimate twirl, every hand clasp, every glance filled with unspoken love. "I can't believe this is real," Cindy whispered to Mel, resting her head on his shoulder. "Neither can I," he replied, smiling down at her, "but I'm never letting go." Just when everyone thought the spectacle had reached its peak, the producers threw in a few surprises that left even Mel and Cindy stunned. First, a flash mob of dancers secretly rehearsed with the couple's closest friends burst into a lively routine during the bouquet toss, ending with confetti showers that painted the night sky in gold and white. Then the surprise guest performance, a legendary singer belting out a special rendition of a song that had become symbolic of Mel and Cindy's journey. Cameras caught every emotional reaction. Tears streaming down Cindy's face, Mel's hand pressed to his chest, and the guests rising to their feet in a standing ovation. And of course, the viral moment. The couple's dog, dressed in a tiny tuxedo, somehow leaped onto the dance floor mid-performance, chasing a golden balloon and becoming an instant meme sensation across social media. Fans couldn't get enough. Clips of the evening went viral within minutes, trending worldwide, and solidifying the wedding as the most talked-about televised event of the year. The following days were a whirlwind of interviews, talk shows, and endless social media chatter. Mel and Cindy's wedding broke streaming records, with millions rewatching every moment of their ceremony and reception. Entertainment networks ran countdowns of their favorite moments, fan forums debated which gown was the most iconic, while late-night hosts recreated Mel's infamous rehearsal dance mishaps. Every detail, from the golden roses to the ice cream bar Mel insisted on, was analyzed, shared, and celebrated by viewers worldwide. "It's like a modern fairy tale," a TV critic wrote. "Mel and Cindy have redefined what a televised wedding can be: authentic, hilarious, and utterly unforgettable." Even after the wedding, the cameras followed the couple briefly into their honeymoon adventures. Their jet setting was both glamorous and relatable, Mel struggling hilariously with luggage, Cindy trying to teach him basic phrases in Italian, and both of them sneaking in quiet, romantic moments on secluded beaches. Fans adored every post, tweet, and clip. It wasn't just the spectacle. They had fallen in love with the couple themselves. Mel's goofy charm, Cindy's grounded warmth, and their shared chemistry had created a phenomenon, proving that reality TV could indeed capture true romance without losing its entertainment value. Months later, Mel Owens and Cindy Lancaster were still the golden couple in everyone's eyes. Their televised wedding became a benchmark for reality TV, blending drama, glamour, humor, and heartfelt authenticity in a way never seen before. The couple continued to inspire fans with their love story, showing that even in a world dominated by cameras and social media, genuine connection could thrive. They hosted charitable events, appeared on talk shows, and occasionally teased fans with updates about home renovations, pet antics, or anniversary celebrations. Yet through it all, their favorite moments were always the quiet, unscripted ones: a shared coffee in the morning, a laugh over something silly, a look that only the other understood. "This is our real life," Cindy said one evening, sitting beside Mel on the couch, "and it's better than any TV show." Mel smiled, wrapping an arm around her, and to think, it all started with a rose and a little bit of chaos. The cameras weren't rolling that night, but fans everywhere felt like they were, because they had been invited to witness something extraordinary, a love story that was equal parts cinematic, chaotic, glamorous, and deeply human. And as the golden sunset bathed their home in warm light, Mel and Cindy looked at each other and knew one thing for certain: this was only the beginning of their happily ever after.